This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Cardinals will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So James Madison's offense will get first crack at it today. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here.
There he goes. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Dropping back, it's Sluka. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. And the Dukes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
The Dukes will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense will get the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Moss. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. He wants to throw it again. With the catch, it's Brown. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He leaves it with his back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Sluka. Got his man on the outside. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Sanchez. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. The play action fake. Quarterback can pull the trigger and down he goes at the 41. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, what did you do? You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. They'll run play action. That's reeled in. It's Skinner. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll line up for a second down play. Give to Brown. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option. The give. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They boot it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Dukes will line up to punt it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Scanning the field, it's Moss. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Hauser. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. RPO complete to open the drive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll leave it with him. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And the Cardinals come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Catches it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Sluka. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. And you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
And the Dukes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Brown.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
So now it's 2nd and long. Brown has it. Plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Quickly out to the tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Throwing right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, QBs just have to play a little bit faster. You're anticipating blitz. You know you're probably going to have to get rid of this football just a little bit sooner. I think the quarterback held on to it just a tad long, and that helped lead to the incompletion.
The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. All the way back to the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. It's complete on the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I'll tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
To the air, it's Sluka. Under fire. Makes the catch. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
And this offense has definitely got to take a second right here and understand, this is the most important play of the game. It's 4th down. We got to get the first down over the clock and the time running. They got to make sure they get a conversion here.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, the ground game. He has the first and still on his feet. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Moss. Caught, close to the marker, it's Lacey. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
Leaves it with the back. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Cardinals line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bell. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Bringing the heat. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
Trying to punch it in. He didn't get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and now they've got a chance to pull out the game. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. That's caught. It's Sanchez. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Snagged in the middle. It's Alston. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.